They were never meant for women. The high heel was born on the battlefield, worn by men who needed to stay in their stirrups and fight. They're a symbol of glamour, power, and pain. We see them on runways, in offices, and on red carpets. But the high heel? Its story starts not with women, but with warriors on horseback. In 10th century Persia, cavalrymen wore the first high heels. That elevated heel wasn't for fashion, it was a tool. It locked their feet into stirrups, giving them stability to stand, draw their bows, and fight. Centuries later, this symbol of power crossed into Europe. By the 1600s, men, especially the elite, wore them. They were a status symbol. The smaller the man, the higher the heel. Enter King Louis XIV of France. At just 5'4", he famously wore red-heeled shoes. They were so iconic, he decreed only his nobles could wear red heels, marking loyalty to the crown. But then, a shift. As men's fashion moved towards practicality during the Enlightenment, heels became seen as frivolous. The impractical shoe was cast as feminine. Women embraced them, not for battle, but for beauty and stature. By the 18th century, the high heel was firmly in the woman's wardrobe. Fast forward to the 20th century. The invention of photography and film cemented the heel's link to sexuality and allure. Hollywood icons like Marilyn Monroe made them a global obsession. And in the 1950s, designers like Roger Vivier invented the stiletto, turning the heel into a modern icon of power and poise. So, the next time you slip on a pair of heels, remember, you're not just stepping into a fashion statement. You're stepping into a legacy that began with Persian cavalry, graced the feet of kings, and evolved into a complex symbol of confidence, expression, and yes, a little bit of pain. A tiny piece of footwear with a history taller than its heel.